Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the English news program on Đồng Nai Provincial's essential television channels. Yesterday, Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh, member of Central Party, Secretaries of Provincial Party Committee, head of Steering Committee for People's Work in Đồng Nai Province, chaired a meeting to evaluate the performance in the first 6 months of 2024 and to deploy tasks for the second half of the year. In the first half of the year, the Provincial Steering Committee for People's Work advised the Standing Committee and Standing Party Committee to issue 27 documents related to public mobilizations, religions, ethnicities, and Vietnam Fatherland Front and political social organization. At the meeting, Secretary of Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh acknowledged the efforts of the member in effectively implementing the said task. The Secretary stated that through public receptions and capturing some incidents, it was found that the officials performing their duties and laws were still not precise. Therefore, it is necessary to build a dedicated team to serve the people and not cause frustrations among the public. Yesterday, the Đồng Nai Province Former Youth Volunteer Associations held a meeting to celebrate the 74th anniversaries of the traditional day of Vietnam's Youth Volunteer Force. At the meeting, delegates reviewed the heroic traditions of the Youth Volunteer Force. Over 74 years of constructions and dedication, generations of Vietnam Youth Volunteer Force in Đồng Nai Province have promoted the heroic traditions, contributing significantly to the resistance wars for independence and national constructions. In 18 years of establishment and development, the Đồng Nai Province Former Youth Volunteer Associations has worthily inherited the heroic traditions of Vietnam Youth Volunteer Force, striving to rise and effectively implement the comradeship task. From August 1st, many apartment homes will be issued certificates of ownership, pink certificates according to Housing Law 2023. These regulations meet the legitimate housing ownership needs for the people. However, it also poses many management challenges when the law is implemented in practice. From August 1st, the Housing Law 2023 officially takes effect, which is 5 months earlier than previously planned. To be issued a pink certificate, many apartments must have 2 or more floors and a scale of fewer than 20 apartments that meet the fire preventions and fighting requirements for multi-story, multi-apartment houses. The housing area must also meet the conditions of provincials and municipals People's Committee regarding transportation routes to ensure firefighting vehicles can access the mini apartment area. Additionally, the management and operations of this type of housing must comply with the regulations on management and use of apartment buildings by the Ministries of Constructions. U.S. President Joe Biden resumed his campaign in Michigan, hoping to rally voters, donors, and legislators to continue supporting his re-election bid. Speaking to supporters, President Trump continued to address their concerns about his physical and mental health. "I'm fine. I think age brings sharpness. At this time, choosing another candidate is not a good option." Michigan is one of the 3 battleground states that President Biden must win in November to defeat former President Donald Trump. President Biden faces calls to resign from within his own Democratic Party, with 19 legislators publicly urging him not to run again, following his debate debacles with Trump on June 27th. Finland Parliament yesterday voted to approve a law allowing border forces to reject asylum seekers to the eastern border of the certain cases. The new law was passed after a significant increase in asylum seekers from Somalia and Syria arriving in Finland via the 1,340-kilometer borders with Russia. Finland blames Russia for weaponizing migrations in response to Finland joining the North Atlantic Treaty Organizations. The Kremlin has denied these accusations. The law is expected to take effect in the coming days, after being approved by the President of Finland. The new regulations allow Finland to restrict asylum applications for 1 month in certain areas if national sovereignty and security are perceived to be threatened. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching.